class of 2014, let's take a look back at what happened these past 4 years.
I developed an obsession with The Walking Dead, and now I spend half my time coming up with ways to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Now in this day and age, you can do everything on your phone.
There was the London 2012 Olympics where Michaela Maroney debuted her famous not amused face.
Facebook acquired everything, Instagram, WhatsApp, some virtual reality company. It just seems like they're dominating the world right now.
Book of Mormon opened on Broadway and I never laughed so hard.
The third annual USIP conference had a theme entitled Redefine Your Limits, and that was a perfect title for the conference as this has been a year for women everywhere to redefine themselves.
The Barclays Center opened in Brooklyn and we danced to Swedish House Mafia's final show.
So my roommate's really into trap music, and if you've never heard of trap music, I can actually do a quick little impersonation for you. It goes a little something like this.
Off the Gangnam Style.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian equals Kim Ye, hashtag world most talked about couple.
I saw Beyonce, my highlight celebrity sighting.
The final 2 Harry Potter movies came out, and it was really the end of staying up until midnight, going to the theater for a midnight release, and seeing everyone get dressed up and excited.
Music festivals blow up. Lollapalooza, Coachella, Izu.
Fuerza Bruta was this really radical, crazy show that was in Union Square that I had the privilege to go watch multiple times, including taking my cohort there in sophomore year.
I love Sherlock on BBC.
Man skirts make their way to New York City fashion.
During our time at NYU, we all lived through Hurricane Sandy. Some people were stuck in Kimmel, some people were stuck in their apartments, and others were trying to flee the city as fast as possible.
Jimmy Fallon brought The Tonight Show back to New York City, which is totally awesome. I went last week and I saw Jude Law and Shakira.
Selfie Nation.
The Super Bowl came to New York and took over Times Square completely.
Harlem Shake.
Oh, that's cool.
Everyone always talks about New York being just the most diverse place, but it really is.
New York City really is the city that never sleeps. There's never a dearth of things to do.
I've always been a fan of the Philharmonic, and I've seen it in movies, and it was a goal of mine to make it to one of their concerts, and it was pretty spectacular to see them at Carnegie Hall.
It forces you to be a doer. It forces you to, make the most out of every situation.
I was able to work part-time in investment banking, which is typical for a business school student.
Being in New York for 4 years has just made me grow up a lot faster than I would have otherwise, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's a really good thing.
One of my favorite memories from Stern was going to Cancun for senior year spring break.
Going to the Blue Chairs in UC and meeting my friends.
Stern International Volunteers.
Double bacon cheeseburger at Five Guys because they do the bacon right and make it crispy.
One of my favorite classes was investment banking with Professor Charles Murphy.
I remember one day he came in with like a pitchfork and pretended to be the devil, just kind of as an example for one of his classes.
Professor Oken's entrepreneurial finance class.
We're going to India with a bunch of students in the Seed India course.
I went to ISP Santiago in Chile. Oh my God, that was amazing.
ISP Singapore, that was definitely one of the best experiences of my life.
Everyone says Singapore on the video, but when we're with each other, we're like, Singapore.
Walking into this building, stopping every 5 seconds, saying hi to everyone.
I've kind of gotten a little taste of everything, so a little taste of different business majors, a little different taste of different classes.
My micro class, we had a big final. It was a formative final for all of us, and we all huddled together and studied for it in a large lecture room and took turns answering problems on the whiteboard and made sure that we didn't leave until everyone had gotten their questions answered.
Everyone in advising is so great, just telling us, what courses not to take together, encouraging us to push our limits.
My first weekend on the square freshman year, I had the chance to speak to a bunch of families, and this one family I was talking to and the student that had gotten into Stern and another school. And a year down the road, I ran into that student on campus, and he came up to me and asked me if I remembered him and told me that that conversation and that day was the reason that he chose to come to Stern.
My most poignant memory is walking in really the first day of orientation, meeting my orientation leaders. One was a sophomore, one was a junior, one was a senior.
And they really did kind of show me the light and show me the way. And fast forward 4 years, and now I'm doing the same thing for younger students.
It's freshman year, the snow day. It was our first snow day of college and my first snow day ever. We all just like ran out from our dorms and met on Washington Square Park and like had a snowball fight.
Yeah, Chelsea, 2014.
Stern semi-formal.
Prague 2012, spring, stand up.
Shout out to East Village cohort.
Shout out to Street Team, best people ever.
Dan's Riggs and EY.
Beta Alpha Psi, I love you guys.
Shout out to CX888, that flight to Singapore.
Shout out to the Leadership Suite.
Shout out to IAG.
Go Stuco, woo!
It still haven't really hit me that I'm graduating.
The past 4 years have been probably the best 4 years of my life.
I've met some of the most amazing people I've met in my life in Stern, and I'm really gonna miss that environment.
I think I'll miss most that feeling of a home base.
Being able to come here to Tisch Hall and have a community all around me where I can literally turn to any classroom, any lounge, and see someone I know.
You look back on it and it's just things that you went through with classmates of yours, and it's, again, it's this feeling of, you know, we're all kind of doing it together.
When we leave this school with this piece of paper, this diploma, what matters the most is that we have each other.
Those people that would hang out with me all the time actually became my NYC family, so I'm really grateful for that.
Stern will be part of my identity forever, and I know that as a fact.
I would say to my fellow seniors to continue challenging yourselves and the people around you.
Be fearless. I think that's probably one of the biggest things I've learned here at Stern.
I would say just have fun. I think, you know, we all been through 4 years of Stern. We've all done the work. We've learned how to work hard, play hard, and don't forget that.
These next few years, they're blank pages, and we can choose what we want to write in them.
Don't underestimate the friendships and relationships we've built here.
Value your ideas.
The most important thing that we're going to leave this hall with today is going to be each other.
Class of 2014, we made it.
I just hope everyone goes out and does everything they want to do, and just remember to be all you can be.
Congrats, class of 2014, we did it.
We made it, guys. Congratulations.
Class of 2014, congratulations on graduating.
I'm really proud of us. I really hope we stay in contact. I'm gonna miss you all. I love you guys.
Congratulations, senior class. Woo! I am an explorer.
I am adventurous.
I am
Creative.
Southern.
innovative.
Driven to change the world.
I
am
goofy.
I am
Optimistic.
A street teamer.
open-minded.
Forward thinking.
I am Stern.
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 Stern. Stern.
Stern.
Stern.
Stern.
Stern.
I am Stern.